freezing cold Saturday
as you can tell,
in California.
Yeah, exactly. And thank you
Which
for
would be
joining
spring
us.
weather for people on the east.
That's for sure. I went to Hawaii once, Vera, and it was so funny because there was this guy at the airport that lived there, and he was wearing this coat, and he was so cold, and I'm like, oh, this is great, wearing shorts, you know, because we're from the mainland.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see who's joining us today, Vera.
All right.
So,
well, absolutely no one.
Kathy's here.
Oh, Kathy, I didn't see that one.
Yes.
Kathy,
yeah, exactly. When are we going?
Yes. Hi, Eric. We need to go.
Yeah, we do.
Hi.
Which island, right? I guess that would be Roxanne's island.
Cheryline, is that how you say your name? That's pretty.
That is pretty.
Cheryline?
Mm-hmm.
Let's share a line. No, I'm joking.
All right. So we had the funnest Halloween party.
We did. It was very
great
fun.
Time. We had
very fun. It was fun.
Yeah. Very.
Extremely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
it's always nice to get together.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
Everybody had input about their ghost stories. You know, it was really nice.
Yeah, and your insight.
Kathy saying, so fun. How are you?
And I love your insight into our different experiences.
Right.
Really cool.
I need a Kleenex. I don't want to go.
Should I go grab one? I'll be right back.
Well,
okay, talks amongst yourselves,
exactly.
everyone.
In the Espana household, Kleenex is toilet paper.
All right.
Here she comes.
Here we go.
Thank you, Chrissy.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see now. Vera, we just wanted to mention, in case anyone would like to have their past life known to them or their current life reading, which is kind of the same, right? You can have a reading with Vera. You just
Kathy.
go to our website.
Yeah, she's so cute. You solved my 13-year mystery.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, on the show.
Really
huh?
cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. But yeah, so
hi, Nana.
all the different, if you would like the spiritual art, you know, all these different things that we talk about, you can check them out on our website, which you'll find in the links below. And then, of course, like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Exactly.
Share the awesome, exactly.
I guess
light.
you can call it. Hi, Sophia.
The light and love.
Yeah.
Okay.
We weren't supposed to do commercials right now.
I know, but that's just for a few
Habitus.
things that you offer for people. I want them to know.
Okay. Thank you, Chrissy.
Yes, exactly.
You don't want to talk about your art?
Well, yes, the spiritual art, the canvases, you know, all of that, you can find it in our store. So, yes. And it's great.
SELovesyou.com.
It's great because
You.
then you have a visual
The letter U.
affirmation of
Yes.
what that angel does for you or what that goddess represents and so forth. So
I know, so exciting. We're going like this, Sophia.
yeah.
Subscribers.
Yeah.
And then we get more, and then we go up,
Yeah.
and then we go back up. It's awesome.
Almost there.
Yeah. Aloha, Roxanne.
But yeah, so today we are going to be talking about another amazing soul journey that you helped someone with, their soul journey, and some of the things that are going on in her life
Right.
that really started in another
In a
lifetime.
past life. Right.
So fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
How many times our lessons repeat until we get them.
Until we feel we get them right. It's not any other judgment but ours.
Exactly.
And what we want to experience. But then we do make the contract with God, Mother and Father God, and then they stamp it and say, yep, we approve. And then, like parents, they expect you to follow through.
Right.
But they'll help you along the way if you can't.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's to our own satisfaction because sometimes they'll repeat in several lives and we get better and better and better, but we just want to get a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because it's hard once we get into life. You know, we forget
Exactly.
our strength and all these different things. Not always, but a lot of times because of the amnesia effect when we come into life.
Exactly.
So that's what we're here to learn.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I know we start reading and then dead time.
All right. So now, Vera, this was a client that you had.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And one of her concerns was she's kind of at a crossroads in her life.
Right. She's turning 21 next week and feels like she has to find out what she's going to be doing, which when you're that young, you really feel like you're driven to find out what you're supposed to be doing, not knowing because you haven't had life experience yet. You're going to have several careers, as it keeps going. So,
Yes.
so it's not as dire as we make it seem when we're young. Like, oh, I got to find my purpose. I got to do this. I got to make money, kind of thing. But it all happens anyway.
Yeah.
But you do have to activate. So she was like in a crossroads because she didn't know if she should go into nursing or if she should stay what she's doing, which is a RVT, a vet technician. But I think they're more than just a technician. They're one above it because they've gone to school.
Right.
The vet techs are going to school, I believe. I'm not sure if that's correct, but if Trexler's watching, she can let us know. Yeah, so she didn't really know which way to go. And it was so interesting because her past life, and I know people are going to say, oh no, not another civil war, but there's so many of us coming back.
Right.
It's just, I can't help it. It's just what happened. This was one part of her life, one of her past lives, but it's she has the most sound memory from that past life in this one.
Okay.
So she's a RVT right now, and she has the opportunity maybe to go into nursing. Now, nursing is a calling. So, and maybe so is going into, the animal medical side of it. But anyway, it's just still in the medical field.
Right.
But she was in the Civil War, had the Civil War life. Her fiance went off to war, but they promised each other if he made it back, they were going to get married.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Number one,
they made it
this
back.
young lady is amazing to have on your team because she is loyal, sometimes to a fault. Because it's like, no, I made a promise, and even though that promise isn't where you want to go, because that's what happened in her past life. So she went on the field to help, and this was from the north, not the south. She was in the north. So she was helping, with the men that were getting hurt in the field and having to do surgeries and trying to put them back together, with doctors and stuff. And she had no medical training at all. But she's had previous past lives in the medical field. So, she was just she was just meant for that profession.
Right.
So she was so good at what she did. She would sew people up better than most doctors.
Wow.
And this one doctor noticed, and he just had her working with him all the time. So he was trying to tell her at the end of the war that he wanted to sponsor her and have her go to medical school so that she could become a doctor. He would pay for everything. She could work with him and eventually take over his practice, kind of thing. And for her to be a doctor back then was pretty good.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So, but she made a promise to her fiance.
Oh, that's right.
So she felt like she had to see if he made it back, and he did. So she ended up marrying him and not doing the doctor thing. And they got married. I mean, he treated her well. He loved her. But he was off trying to make money all the time, so he wasn't home. But he was a good provider. She had 3 daughters, and she was bored as heck.
Oh, no.
I mean, she had this calling, and she was really wanting to help people. And not that her children weren't important to her, they were. But she was bored the rest of her life.
Wow.
Because she was just supposed to do the housewife stuff, or the head of the house, the woman head of the house kind of stuff.
Right.
Oh, we're going to get money, Chrissy. My palm keeps itching. So she, on her deathbed, she told her daughters, which she was dying, she said, I'm going to do this better next time.
Wow.
Which they didn't really get, but that's what she
Right.
said. And then she told them, don't look for a rich man. You make your own money. And for her to
Wow.
say that back then,
That's
is
big.
it's profound. So it was so interesting because in this life, she was telling me that she only wants boys. She doesn't want girls.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, because it like, she don't want to do that past life thing, but she's going
Right.
through it again. She's with the same person. The young man that she's with was her husband in the past
Oh
life.
my
But it
gosh.
doesn't mean he's going to act the same. So,
I
that might
see.
be kind of the cell memory that she might be saying, no, I don't want to marry you because I don't want to get bored. I don't want to be stuck. Because she's highly intelligent, this girl.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing is, I have, in all of my almost 30 years of doing this, I am so hot right now. This room is the hottest ever. But in all the, thank you, Billy. In all the 30 years or almost 30 years I've been doing this, I have not met anyone that had such a strict chart. She didn't leave any really lateral movement for herself because she
Wow.
was like determined, I'm going to do what I was set out to do before.
That's
So, but
awesome.
either way, if she goes nursing, which she can do after she does the vet stuff, because she's very loyal to the doctor she's with right now,
Oh,
the veterinarian, right?
right.
So even if she does that for a portion of her life, she still can do the nursing thing,
Right,
so
right.
she can still do both. But any decision she makes right now, she makes work.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It just makes me feel like she is, like you just pointed out, she's so determined to get exactly what it is, because it sounds like in the other lifetime that she wasn't able to or didn't
Because she
pursue,
felt she had to.
right,
Yeah.
pursue her purpose or her passion, like you pointed
And there's
out.
nothing wrong with loyalty,
Of course not.
but you can't do it to where you don't fulfill your chart. You can talk to the person and say, look, I really want to stay here. I know we made this promise, but I have this, opportunity or what. But she had to love him,
Of course.
So,
It's a great
hi, Dennis.
it's a great
Oh, he's saying
example.
hi to Sammy. Sorry.
It's a great example though of how sometimes we also have to remember to be loyal to ourselves.
Yes.
And it's
highly
really,
important.
really hard when our heart is involved because we have so much compassion.
Yeah.
And it's like we want to make
So this
other
is a lesson for all of us.
Yes, it is.
No, really.
Because we want to make other people happy. It's kind of in our nature when you have a loving, compassionate heart. But what about ourselves? We have to
Right.
always also remember to be true to who we are.
Right.
Because one of the other things that you were pointing out about this story was that in that lifetime, she was also very, like she was, like you said, highly intelligent,
Highly.
and she wanted to share her opinions and her political views, but her husband and the men could talk about it.
But
And
that she couldn't.
but she wasn't even allowed to be in the conversation because of the times back then. So
The
it's,
women had to get up. Oh no, the men got up and left, and the women had to, clean up and then do their
Right.
own little chit chat stuff. And she was bored, silly, because the women didn't stimulate her brain.
right.
Because they talked about the stuff that they did, and it was stuff she was not interested in at all.
Right. And it's so interesting. It's a great example of how we chart that to be true to ourselves.
Exactly.
Or out of our kindness, follow through with and it's interesting too, isn't it? Because then we all wonder, okay, did this lesson start for her even before that lifetime?
Yeah.
That she charted, okay, now I'm going to be true to myself,
Yeah, and
then
that's
now-
what she is in this. But it's like the young man that she's with loves her. I mean, loves her. He was the fiance that she married in that past life. But I'm telling her, you don't put those feelings that you had, that cell memory back then, because that was a different life. He's trying to make it better too. So give him a chance.
That's
You
awesome
know,
advice.
if she wants to. It's totally up to her. But
Right.
she just don't put on him what he did from the past life that he's going to repeat. Sometimes they do, and then you make that choice, you make that decision. But yeah, she
Wow.
could probably do both. But he wants her to run another shop, another veterinary business.
Oh.
So it would be
I
she couldn't do the
see.
nursing and that.
Oh, man.
So there comes her dilemma.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can do both, like Kathy was saying, but with her situation, she has to really put her mind to the managing the other place and keeping it going and all that, or do her nursing.
It's so important. I think a lot of it's because I know I was sitting here just thinking about how when I was engaged before and I was following that path, he did not want me to go to school, and I wanted to do that. That was always my passion before, that's my
Right.
goal. And then it was kind of like and he was like, no, you got to do this.
Right.
And so that's like, I think a lot of us can relate to that feeling of like, okay.
And there's nothing wrong with her. She can do the nursing thing maybe at night, go to night school. Because it's right here at Delta, So, yeah, so she can do both, but she can't really do both professions at the same time. But she can study and get it ready,
Yeah, exactly.
Once she gets this thing running like a clean machine, and then she can start putting things together at night.
Yeah, and that's okay. Like said, because a lot of us, that's how we start our business on the side. We start off by having, like, say, a website where we sell our art. Even though we're working at an office. Or we sell our, services or whatever, part-time. And then we can go into what our passion is. So it's, it's tricky, isn't it? Because you want to follow what your bliss is and your passion, but obviously we also have to pay the bills. So maybe that might be started off in a way like that, and then works into what you love to do. But still, being true to who you are and what you want to pursue. Always a good thing to do, because that is just like it was her calling.
Right.
That's your calling inside of you, knowing, okay, this is what I really want to do in this lifetime.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, no. Nana's in World War III.
What's happening?
There's fireworks, and she can't hear us because we're not talking loud enough.
Well, okay, we'll talk louder.
Well, it's fireworks, though.
Yeah. Okay. So, Vera, was there any other things that you wanted to pass on about that really cool story?
No, that was it. That was pretty much it. Any decision she makes will be the right decision. It's just making the decision.
That's hard, isn't it? Sometimes
because you keep going, I want to make the right one. She'll make anything work.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Because she is passionate about the vet stuff too. But like I told her, nursing is a calling. Not that the other one isn't, because that could be her passion. So if nursing isn't her passion and she really loves working with animals, then do that. And then later on, she can do nursing. You can do nursing, go to nursing school anytime.
Well, we're going to all be waiting.
She's only young.
I know, it's going to say. And so we're going to be all waiting for part 2.
Yeah.
The story's to be continued to see which way she wants to go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's very, very cool. And then later on, we're going to be putting out, I guess this week, actually, a few shorter videos. And one of those might be on Alec Baldwin's current situation that's going on. So I think we're going to all be interested to hear.
Dennis is a client of mine, and I don't give names.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Vera, was there anything else that we wanted
No.
We do have Dream Weaver 2 that's coming up in November.
Those are always awesome.
They are. It is so interesting to get insight into our dreams. Because, they're cool enough as it is with different symbols and everything. Yeah. But I'm telling you, Vera, you're really good at discovering what's really lying beneath the surface in our dreams.
Oh, that's cool.
Our
you
symbols
just had one.
Our symbols are,
all the time this woman's dreaming.
Yeah. But our symbol, the symbols are amazing, but the insight you have, and it's like, we're thinking, oh, it's, symbolic of a whatever. And it's like, no, it's a past life, or it was when you were on the other side or what have you. It's always really cool. So you can bring your dreams, and there's still space left in that class. You can sign up on our website. And then, of course, the biggie, right, is New Year's Eve, second
Bringing
annual.
in 2022.
With Angus. There he is.
Yeah.
And he's going to be in trance with, obviously, through Vera. And that's all on Zoom. All our events are on Zoom.
But that's a long one, though. That's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's from 9 to midnight.
Yeah.
So wherever you are, join us.
Absolutely.
It'll be fun. Yeah.
And was there anything else that
No, Chrissy, you said it 4 times.
Well, I always feel like I'm forgetting something.
Yeah. I don't know if they want to bring up something. I don't know.
Okay.
But I think that's pretty much it.
Not saying I've been dreaming every single night a lot of random things. Not sure if it's because I sleep with.
Well, that helps you with your dreams too.
Under
Definitely.
my bed.
I keep forgetting to look up there. I'm looking down here. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And that does help you. I thought this was angel light, but it's not. It's that aura stuff, right?
Yes.
Hi, SH. Yeah, that helps you. And like, was this that one? God, I forgot the name of it.
Red jasper?
Red jasper helps you dream and to remember your dreams, kind of thing. So that's a good one too.
And then you also mentioned before amethyst.
Yes, well, that's you put under your bed, if you can.
When you told me to put it under my pillow, or yeah, because you meant like in the pillowcase, and I put it under my pillow, and it kept rolling out. And I'm like, what is this thing? But it works.
Cartoons are fun, unless they're scary. But even scary nightmares are good. I know it's hard and challenging to go through, but it helps you release these fears that you have.
Absolutely.
Because I think Sammy just had one, didn't you, Sammy? About a fear dream? I can't remember. Anyway, because you guys dream all the time.
Yeah, and the crystals, they really
do help.
It's not just a rock. You know, that the crystal energy, I mean, throughout history, we've harnessed so much power through crystals.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing how much power is within them. Even
I
angels,
love moldavite. Oh my God, I have some.
there are certain angels that actually use different crystals for their different functions to help you.
Yeah.
So it's a powerful thing. These
Exactly.
different stones.
I have to find a little thing for it. For my little moldavite. I love it along with, oh God, what's that called? That diamond?
Oh,
I forgot.
the Herkimer.
Herkimer diamond goes really, it powers up the moldavite, and also the moldavite powers up the diamond too. So
And you
Herkimer.
You power us up. So thank you for
Yes.
joining us. Wherever you are, we are grateful that you're here with us.
Chrissy, you had a dream about killing too. Tell your dream real quick.
Okay. My dream was that
She had a killer hunting her, Sammy.
ooh.
It's not because she watches murder all the time.
Yeah. Well, I had a dream that there was this very nice lady. She was like an auntie to us. And you and I were in the dream, and she was there with her daughter. And they were really nice, this Hispanic woman and her daughter. And she had given me she made these little items. They were like dolls. They looked like black silhouettes, but they were like these dolls. And then there was a relative of hers, was a young woman, and she was like psycho. And she killed the auntie with a knife, and then she killed the daughter with a knife, and then she was trying to kill me. But something that the auntie had done, I used whatever technique it was, and I was able to defeat this girl. And it was like I was so grateful because she had protected us from dying because of this thing that she gave us. And the reason that the young woman was trying to kill us is because she thought that psychic information was from the devil, and the auntie knew that it wasn't from the devil. And that was my dream.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, I know. I see the spark in your eye, Vera.
Well, we'll talk about it in the dream class.
Oh, perfect.
It's to be continued.
Yes, and that is coming up on November
that's past life.
20th.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hope to see you there. It's always interesting.
I don't know so much you can purify the water, but you can purify what's going, from the crystal, and it neutralizes the water. So I guess that's purifying. I don't know. But I know that you have to do particularly, you can't use any crystal to put in water because it destroys it.
Absolutely true. Which I didn't realize until I put an amethyst in my fountain.
Yeah.
It wasn't good. But
amethysts they're hard. It's
okay.
just, but it's like if you do the selenite, this is softer. Anything above 5 is okay to put in water or to cleanse with water, but you can't do it with this. Or any ones that are under 5. It just doesn't work.
So for all of us that don't know what the under and over 5 means,
hardness.
We'll just ask you, and then you can tell
hardness.
us.
But it'll say, when you look at the crystal, it will say it's hard or not or whatever.
But what's really cool is there's other ways to cleanse your crystals. So the next time we have a crystal class, you can tell us all about that.
That's another way to bless the water. Yeah. And that came from John Ammon, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we hope to see you later today.
Yes.
Might not be live, I'm not sure, but we're going to be putting out videos here and there
Exactly.
and everything. So
So we'll see you next week.
thank you for
Have
joining
a
us.
wonderful week, too.
And we love you. And
Yes.
Vera,
Journey with us.